worse than Secretary Clinton. I just want to put that out there.
Don't you?
Pennsylvania, how do you lose Pennsylvania? That's all I'm going to say.
A lot of people felt that you...
oh, my God.
Stop
hating, Bernie.
Are you okay?
Oh, this happened when Nixon was elected. I just had severe allergy to unfortunate reactionary results in the election.
Senator Sanders, a lot of people said that you really actually beat Hillary Clinton, that the reason that she beat you in the primary was because it was rigged by the Democratic Party, as Mr. Trump has said all along.
Totally rigged.
Totally rigged, right?
Completely.
Well, there's an argument to be made that there maybe shouldn't have been some questions passed here and there. That kind of thing. What I like to think is now that we're fucked, we're fucked.
You think we're fucked because Mr. Trump won?
I don't think that we're fucked in a far-off scenario. I believe that we are currently getting fucked.
And right now...
I believe that we have reached the point where we are now getting fucked. I feel it. You feel it, and Americans across the country feel it.
Mr. President, let me ask you.
President-elect. President-elect.
Mr. President-elect, did you think you would win? Did you really believe in your heart of hearts that you would win?
I didn't write a victory speech, I'll tell you that.
Is that right?
I didn't write a victory speech. But you know something? It's like chasing a broad.
Right.
Okay? You chase a woman. You gotta grab America. What?
Grab America by the pussy.
You grab America by the pussy, but first you've got to massage its nipples, which are the coasts. And then you got to work your way inside till you get to Kansas, which is the ass crack.
So you're saying that the nipples are the start of any campaign. You treated this. You're claiming you treated this campaign like a sensuous, sexy woman.
Absolutely, I felt her everywhere.
And
not too big.
Last night you grabbed her by the pussy. What do you want to say?
Well, that's not how I did it. I took the opposite tack. I started my campaign by asking how it was doing.
Right.
And asking the campaign where it wanted to go and what issues it wanted to talk about. Clearly, that didn't work because now I'm getting fucked like everybody else.
The guy lives in a cabin.
Here we are in Fucktown.
In Vermont.
And we are part of the... I want to make a huge announcement. We're now part of the Russian Federation.
Oh my God.
Gave the country... I called Putin today. I said, you can have it all. Wholesale. It's like Rocky IV, but Russians versus the Russians. And I want to tell you this. I knew I had Wisconsin and Michigan in the bag. I knew it because...
Did you know? You kept saying
Of course, I kept saying, because like a bad poker player, I already knew because they hacked those machines months ago.
But you said all
Are
along.
you really saying
They hacked the machines months ago.
Senator Sanders, is it possible that the Russians hacked the machines?
Look, anything's possible. The Russians hacked Russian dressing. They can hack some machines here and there.
Did the Russians...
Look, I've beaten the Tetris game twice in my life.
Is that correct?
Yes, I have.
You wanted...
Manual, non-digital Tetris games.
Remind us, Senator Sanders, because it's been a while, what are some of the things you wanted had you become president now that you stand next to President-elect Trump?
Well, this is particularly painful, Howard, but I had a vision that we might have a chicken in every pot, and pot genetically grown inside of every chicken. That was something I thought would be very manageable.
Right.
They do that in Denmark.
And you were for free college, right?
Not only free college, but I wanted to also make sure that anyone who felt like open a book should get a grant from the federal government to help them do that.
And Mr. Trump, you're against all of that.
I want to get rid of colleges altogether.
You do?
I think because, look, this is the way I won, so I want to make sure to get reelected. We need to get rid of every college. In fact, I think an 8th grade education is as high as we need to go.
Do you have a short list for Supreme Court nominee? Everyone is very, very
A very short list. It's an incredible list, though.
I'm going to vote no on some of these nominees. I got to warn you.
Excuse me, Bernie. Let me tell you. So you're going to vote yes, okay?
How are you going to get him to vote yes?
I will. Well, I'll grab him. I'm going to take his old testicles because, you know, if you look down at his shoes, you can see those aren't shoelaces. Those are actually his ball sack wound up in the laces.
He's a horrible dresser, isn't he?
This guy looks like garbage.
I have been wearing the same suit proudly since President Roosevelt won his 4th term.
Now, you have a very short list, you said, of Supreme Court nominees.
We have great people. Now, first up, I'm nominating Judge Judy. We love Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
She tells it like it is.
She does. She's like you.
She's a wonderful woman.
Right.
And she knows how to handle the blacks.
Yeah.
She knows how to handle the blacks.
Right.
And then, of course, we're going to take the body of Judge Scalia and we're going to reanimate him. You ever see the Reanimator? We're going to reanimate Zombie Scalia.
People love Anton Scalia. They call him a constitutionalist.
He was wonderful.
He believes.
Now, I have a question. If it's Zombie Scalia, can I just vote no on the confirmation? Do I have to vote no with some kind of silver bullet crucifix type thing?
I'm not going to tell you, but I guarantee you, just no on the confirmation won't get rid of him. And
You're
then
saying zombie Scalia and
Zombie
Judge Judy
Scalia,
Steinman.
flesh shooting, and then of course you, Howard
Thank you.
Stern
Well,
is
I
going
was
to
hoping
be.
you would.
That's the only thing I'm going to agree with on a Trump presidency.
Thank you, Senator
I would
Sanders.
vote to confirm
And
Howard
you
Stern.
can wear nothing under your robe.
Thank you. Thank
Of
you.
course.
Now, are you? The big question is, and Senator Sanders, I know you were against this.
Sure. 1% of 1% of 1%. Go ahead.
The 1% now won last night,
That's
didn't
right.
they?
It seems
The
as if
0.1.
they did.
0.1%.
0.1%.
Well,
0.0001.
I'm a socialist, so I'm used to losing 90% of the time.
Well, are you going? This is the big Trump. This is the big Mr. President.
I am the big Trump.
You are the
I
big
can
Trump.
tell you that I'm the
You-
biggest Trump there is.
And you have a big penis.
Oh my! It's like a Lego head.
Are you?
That's big, right, Robin?
Are you gonna?
I have not had an erection in over 14 years with political solidarity with women.
President-elect Trump.
Thank you.
Are you really going to go through with building the wall?
We already started. Last night, I went to LaGuardia, that disgusting airport where Mike Pence almost went right into the ocean. And too bad. I could want to drop that guy like dead weight.
Really?
I can't
You don't-
stand him.
you don't like him.
I barely thanked him. I thanked him at the very end as an afterthought of my speech. I don't care about him. Mike Pence, he's a boring guy. I went down. First off, I went to Fort Knox,
Right.
and we took all the gold out.
Right.
And we're
Really?
gonna. I started building the gold wall.
Question.
it's gonna be
Did
beautiful.
you machine gun your own man like Goldfinger?
Absolutely. Of course, like Goldfinger. And then I snorted gold dust. You want to know how I am so orange? It's because I do lines of gold dust.
But you guys, this is a serious question. Will the wall be built or not? You say you started, and it will be
tremendous wall.
tremendous
Howard.
wall, and Mexico will pay for it.
Mexico's the peso's devalued, so they're just going to have to start giving us their children, their women, and their people as laborers.
Now-
and they have made a down payment with 10 million immigrants.
What do you make of it?
I object to the wall, and I will strenuously object in the Senate to any legislation that attempts to build the wall, unless it is a physical theme park dedicated to Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Excuse me.
In Florida.
But you haven't
In
heard about
Orlando,
this
Florida.
wall. But you haven't heard
They
about
will
this wall, Bernie.
They'll have the marching boots, the hammer boots, like the
But
Pink
he's,
Floyd
but
wall.
he is the president.
Wrong.
You're only a senator.
Well, I'm a senator and I got this far, so I'm going to be the world's biggest thorn in your side you could ever imagine. You're going to go, hey, what's that? Scratch your side. Hey, Bernie, I'm going to be the worst senator you ever imagined.
You're going to be human psoriasis, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you ever see the commercials where there's a little guy who's a little athlete's foot guy?
Absolutely, I
And he
love
goes
that
like,
guy.
hey, I'm your demon. You can't get rid of me.
I love
That's
that.
what I'm going to be like.
I love that demon.
Now, some of the
I love
guys
that
on my
demon.
staff were against you, President-elect Trump, like JD. JD.
JD stands for just dead. Okay?
Right.
That guy's going to be hunted down. And what we're going to
Will
do,
you
we
get
have a
rid of
new.
JD?
Have you seen the movie Face Off?
Yes.
Remember Face Off?
Yes.
I consulted on that film.
We're going to take other Mexicans and we're going to convert JD. We're going to convert him physically into a Mexican.
Oh,
Right.
really?
And his new name's going to be JD.
Yeah.
And we're going to take JD.
Will JD be forced to wear a sombrero?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And be asleep half the time.
What's that little blanket you wear over your shoulders when you're Mexican? Will you do away with that?
A poncho. It's a poncho, Howard.
You don't
Poncho.
like it? You don't like the poncho?
We're not wearing ponchos. Not around here. No ponchos here.
No ponchos
down south. Ponchos down south. No ponchos up here. And JD will be sent back in the wheel well of a truck.
Now,
I want to say this to all the Latin American and other minority people who are outraged that Mr. Trump has won this election. I offer the state of Vermont as an alternate warlord cult-like retreat where I will play a Mad Max game of trying to stop everything that Donald Trump. We're going to build some kind of gates. We're trying to raise some vegan dragons like Game of Thrones, but in a more non-violent way.
I love that
Come
concept.
through Vermont. We will try to hold out against Trump should he get very far. We can
I love the
hundreds and hundreds of people in
all
Vermont.
the pundits were wrong. You know, I don't know if you heard about this, but Brent and Mehmet, who worked for me, Brent didn't even think you'd win 10 states, so now he has to get his pubes waxed.
That is, look, first off,
Well, if
Brent,
you want to get your pubes waxed, I recommend the place in Burlington.
I'm shocked he even has balls, to be honest with
Well,
you.
he's got balls
I'm
and they
shocked.
can get waxed.
I don't think so. Let me tell you, and by the way, JD, your girlfriend,
Yes.
I'm going to tie her up like Princess Leia to me.
Ah,
Okay,
you're
like
gonna
when,
take her
Jabba the Hutt. I'll be Jabba lying there.
I can feel America healing already, honestly.
Oh, I'm such a good healer. I'm a salve. I'm an ointment.
Do you feel it, Senator Sanders? Do you feel America
No,
healing?
what I feel is a very painful scab that's covering up a deep wound.
Well, now that...
And to me, if something heals up and it hasn't, at the root of the issue has not been healed, then you need to get to the other
Let's get to something that everybody wants to hear. You're the president-elect. Senator Sanders, you did not win. You came close. But
I don't even know why Bernie's talking.
we don't even know why he's here.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
good question.
He's
We've
attached to me
all
with
had thoughts
cyst.
like that.
it's because we couldn't find the Hillary impersonator.
Well, in my view, I will be here, and maybe, hey, I should have been the guy to go up against the thing. Maybe that would have been a different
In a way, the Hillary impersonator's doing her job because she's hiding today.
Now that you're actually going to be president of the United States of America, Mr. Trump,
Yeah.
what, and be specific, what
I
do
will.
what do you have in store for us? Come
We
on.
have so many incredible things. First off, we're going to hunt down all Trump impersonators, starting with the famous ones. Alec Baldwin.
You don't like him.
That guy's going to be in Gitmo.
He's not funny.
Totally not funny. And now the lesser impressionists that people don't know who they are,
Who are
they're
you talking
totally
about?
safe.
Like
totally
name a name
safe.
of someone who you think you might
I don't. There's this Tony guy with a weird last name. He's totally safe. Totally
started
safe.
it all.
Totally safe. He won't be going to a camp.
Right.
And New Jersey and Nevada. Potato. Let me tell you.
Let me ask.
What
Senator,
about
Let's call
They
the whole
betrayed
thing.
me. Nevada betrayed
Rico.
me.
But Nevada did betray you.
And so we're turning it into an incredible golf course.
Ah.
We're turning the whole state into a golf course, 486 holes. It's a par 5,600.
I gotta say, your hair, you've changed your hairdo a little bit now that you're
It's-
president. It's kind of nicer and shorter.
Who got a
Absolutely.
hold of him?
Who got a hold of you?
Vidal Sassoon.
Really?
Yes, the dead body of Vidal Sassoon. I've been reanimating all these dead
you just
people.
got-
You experiment with your Scalia project on Vidal.
Are you
Sassoon.
talking about zombie
That's-
Vidal Sassoon?
Zombie Vidal Sassoon.
Senator Sanders.
Sure, what do you need, Howard?
You almost beat Secretary Clinton yourself in the primaries. Part of you must feel like you could have beaten Donald Trump. And
Well, I think it was worth a shot. I think clearly, if I'm running against Donald Trump, I'm not going to let Wisconsin slip out of the bag and drop down to the
you
floor.
could have done better.
You
than
keep
Hillary.
Wisconsin in the grocery bag, no matter what you drop.
Are there any?
And I also want to say, I think that I might run in 4 years against Donald Trump. I think it's the American people are ready for a rematch.
I'll be reanimating him too.
Well,
That's the only way he'll be
2
running.
years old.
Are there any silver linings? The final question for both of you.
Okay.
Are there any silver linings to this election for the people who didn't vote for you, President-elect Trump?
Lena Dunham's leaving the country. That's
You
a
like that.
positive
You're,
thing.
you're happy about that.
Lena, Katy Perry, bye-bye. Sarah Silverman, get out of here. We're going to send her to a silver mine in Africa.
Right.
And I'll tell you this, it's really incredible. Mar-a-Lago, second White House.
Yes,
Okay?
beautiful. I've been there. It's
Trump
beautiful.
International, third White House. And by international, I mean white internationals only.
I see.
Okay?
So there is a silver lining.
The silver lining is we're going to lock Hillary up. We're going to
You're
lock
gonna go
her up.
after
You're
her.
really going to do that?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear a fake arm cast, and I'm going to hide in her apartment complex
Yeah.
parking lot. And when she goes out and go, excuse me, can you help me put this love seat in the van? And then when she helps me,
Right.
I'm going to build a beautiful well. A beautiful well. I'm going to put her in it, put the lotion on her,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to put her in a cage in front of the White House, just like Chuck Heston.
Senator Sanders,
And-
you're
and
shaking
Planet of the
You're
Apes.
shaking your head.
Oh,
And
well,
torture.
no, I'm always just trying to conduct along with some imaginary music that I have. in
Oh,
my
is that what you do?
Oh.
Conducting?
Well,
over there?
as long as we are talking about silver linings, Howard, let me say this. It's hard on a night like this, on a morning like this, to find something that's good that's happened. I will say that it looks like, according to the local horoscope, that Mercury is no longer in retrograde, so I'm looking at that as possibly positive moving forward. I think also marijuana won big.
Yes.
There's no better way to get through 4 years of Donald Trump without
You will smoke.
some
You will get
marijuana.
high.
I'm also calling for a national blackout, and I don't mean the power grid.
Right. Okay. All right. Got it, guys. Well, listen, this is very exciting. Thank you both for being here. You guys want to break character and get a plug, or would you rather?
You
stay
mean we
here?
don't
Oh, I
have the
see
real
no reason to
Trump?
break
No,
character for the American people.
No, you should download Trump versus Bernie, I guess. on
I think,
iTunes.
imagine the world that almost was
Senator and
TrumpVersusBernie.com.
President-elect, yes. Would you give yourself a plug in character and talk about your favorite comedians? How's that?
This is an incredible guy named Tony Atamanuik. He's got to change his
Tony
last name.
Atamanuik, right.
And he's so brilliant. He has a show tonight called The Tony Show, 11 p.m. at the UCP. And an album. Called
I
Trump
imagine.
versus Bernie, live from Brooklyn. It's available with Howard Feynman, the other Howard Feynman.
Right.
The mop top himself.
Isn't he in the Three Stooges, Howard Feynman?
That's right. You're
Yes,
the one
he
who
was
gets
the
the
aggressive
aggressive
boss.
to the eyes.
And by the way, I fought for the Three Stooges to be unionized.
And Senator Sanders, what is your plug for your favorite
Well,
comedian?
look, I've heard of the Trump versus Bernie routine, but almost hilariously, I haven't listened to it somehow. And I think that's probably my biggest failure was that I didn't sit down and listen to the goddamn thing
Who's your
when
favorite?
everybody around me told me to.
Senator, who's your favorite comedian?
Who knows? Maybe I would have liked it a lot and brought him on the campaign trail with me, and maybe I would have won the fucking thing
Yeah.
if I'd bothered to listen to the fucking album.
Right.
But I didn't do that, so I heard it's good. Maybe I'll listen to it today.
This guy scares me. My other favorite comedian's James Adomian.
Yeah, well,
just
James
so you know.
Adomian, yes.
Well, I heard he's got nothing.
I heard his career is really going poorly.
I saw him on the bus. He was going the other way.
Totally
Back up to
in the
Vermont.
All right. Well, I think, Senator, thank you.
Thank you.
And President-elect, thank you.
Howard, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please go to my GeoCities website if you have any time.
Oh, Bernie finally thought of something he wanted to
There
plug.
you go. All right. And by the way, these guys are hoping to get nominated for a Grammy for their album.
Is that right?
That's right. They're going to go out and campaign for that right now.
Wow.
That's right.
You better suck the balls of the Grammy committee.
I'm going to suck Melania's. Did I mention, by the way, that we're going to have a bachelor at the White House? A new first lady every 3 months?
Is that right?
Unbelievable. Melania's out. She's off a cruise ship like Natalie Wood. The only Wood that doesn't float.
Yeah, I mean, you do not want to give up your action. I mean, my God, you could be the president getting all kinds of pussy, right?
Every 3 months.
Every 3 months. All right.
I would not have gotten a lot of pussy if
You
I
wouldn't
was
have?
president of the United
Yeah, I
States.
don't see you getting any
But
pussy.
I would have gotten a little bit, but not a lot.
A little bit of pussy.
And just enough, a sustainable level of pussy. That's what I would have
I like tiny pussy. That's why I have Miss Teen USA as a pageant.
All right, we'll be back right at, wow, those two, that was a hell of a
I
debate.
tell ya.
Who won that debate?
I think that Donald won.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Finally. Finally, I won. It's rigged. It's rigged.
You think you're done getting fucked, and then they just pull the condom off and keep going.
We'll be back right after these words. Thank you, gentlemen.